Now 2 microphones connected. Camera is working. Tell hello to us, the camera. Probably they show us somewhere on a local TV. And what we do, folks, we climb that wire high above to Sandia Peak. Okay, I park over here, and this is city of Albuquerque. Folks, welcome to adventure. And as I mentioned before, we go up there. Papa is always late.
You are
That's
good.
my ticket.
You're good. You can head right.
I'm scared.
Already first, y'all have a great
I'm scared.
ride.
And then aside from that, a couple safety reminders before you folks make your trip up. Nothing too crazy. Just first off and most importantly, make sure you're drinking a ton of water on your way up, on your way down, on your way home. There's a bunch of science behind that one, but the long and short of it is, if you want to avoid a gnarly headache and some sore muscles tomorrow morning, drink a ton of water for the rest of the day. Aside from that, don't lock your knees, mostly now on the trips. Make sure you're taking deep breaths, inhale longer than you exhale, especially closer to the top. There's about 16% less oxygen up there, so all three of those are pretty important. And then, but despite that, we are closer to the sun, so it's a little easier to get sunburned, especially when you don't notice the heat. Aside from all that, I like to give my cabins 1 or 2 options from here on out. Either I keep them out shut and we just enjoy the view to ourselves. Look up. It's actually the original service road they used to build Tower 1 up ahead of us. Tower 1 itself sits about 7,000 feet above sea level at the base. It is that spot right there next to all those big rocks. It's probably the single best spot in town for 4th of July and or Balloon Fiesta. Also stick your hands up and give it a good little Not too bad, not too bad. For anybody who's not a huge fan of that, that's about as bad as it gets. Like going on a 1-hour drive for a 30-minute hike for a 15-minute ski trip. So in 1958, they made a trip to Switzerland. That's where they met the Bell Engineering Company, saw what those guys had to offer. They've still been making trams since about the 1830s, which is pretty wild. And the 2 gentlemen thought to themselves, you know what, that'd be a pretty good fit for Albuquerque. So they started construction in 1964, finishing in 66. At that time, it cost around $2 million, translated in today for inflation. That's roughly 30 to 35 million.
Oh, so there's 2 parts, right? One going,
Yeah.
one coming?
Yeah. Alrighty, folks, so now that we're past Tower 2, if you look straight ahead of us, there's our sister car over there. Once we pass them by, that's the halfway point in this trip, leaving us about 7.5 to 8 minutes left. From there, we'll have 2 separate flowing points. First one's less than 20 seconds after we pass them by. Second one's like 5.5, 6 minutes after that. Reason for both being, both cabins share 1 cable. So whenever they slow down to cross towers, that slows us down and vice versa. You notice it on the down trip. Aside from that, feel free to wait. And now that we're past Tower 2, folks, if you look here across me on the left-hand side of the cabin, you see this big old canyon right here? We all like to call that one Big Canyon. It is the largest of 3 separate canyon systems that I like to point out here on the way up.
Sir, question.
Yes, sir?
These 2 cabins, they synchronize? One goes up, another goes down?
Yeah, so
or they walk independently?
that center cable, that's all 1 cable that goes to the entire
okay,
system.
okay,
so
okay,
they
okay.
always go in
Yes,
direct comparison
yes.
to each other. Yeah. You'll be able to see a little window, a little house. Locals call that stone house, a rock house. I've called it stone house all my life. Aside from all that, last drum of the evening is going to run around 8:45 or 9 p.m. 9:15 at the latest. Make sure you're in the building before 9 and we'll get you down for sure. Second off, there are a couple squirrels by the upper terminal specifically. They do have names. They're Payday and Cheryl. Generally speaking, I'd like to ask you folks, please do not feed them.
Watch your step, folks.
Folks, what I may say, I'm scared here. And what's we have altitude difference from another platform?
From the base?
Yes, from the base.
3,819 feet.
Double, then I could fly with a drone. Okay, folks, from a very beginning down there, they said over 1,500 feet. So that's supposed to indicate that you who watch my video, everybody down. folks, in a diving business, we said diver go down. But now, what? Diver's supposed to go down. Oh, in the diving business, I'm too drunk, higher altitude sickness. Diver goes up and reach a surface and go home. Okay, folks, now we're boarding tramway down to a Mr. Bill house. I'm really getting altitude sickness looking down. And folks, you see, I'm prepared. When you climb here, be prepared too. It gets cold. Sun is going down over there on the west. And what to do? It's a good time to exercise. Always. When you're waiting for what? For a bus or for a tramway? They call it tramway. No, Papa. Do your best. No. Okay, they said tram is boarding. All right.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the tram. For those who I didn't meet on the way up, my name's Tina Marie. I'm your cabin operator for this trip down the mountain today. But if anybody has any questions along the way about ride the mountain, Albuquerque, meaning of life, anything like that, please let me know. And if anybody needs help of any kind, just holler on out for me. Once we get going in a minute here, it's going to be about 15 minutes down, exactly the same trip as the way up. It's going to feel...
I was expecting motor noise. Oh, okay. You probably hear folks through microphones. And folks, if anybody does ice skating rink roof straight ahead near our cables. Okay, finally we are home and everybody safely arrived. And sure, from here you could watch all mechanics. Okay, they said thanks and please come back again. And folks, before I came here, I explored a network. And what I got from a posting, the only way available to a Sandia Peak is this tramway. You remember, on a very, very top, I met people who drove over there to a north side of Sandia Peak. Finally, I'm back home to Florida. And what I want to tell in that video, Bill and Nichols share one velomobile, what Nichols made in Germany. Bill and his wife Julia share their house for us in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And what I wanted, folks, when I climb on a mountain, I wanted to show for you Bill's house from a mountain. Then I understood that I have to walk all the way to cell phone towers. It was my second day, and I'm taking you on my next video up again. Ladies and gentlemen, and this is Deutsche Velomobile going to be parked in Bill garage. And Mr. Bill, Wild Bill, he has 2 Velomobiles in his garage, and all other stuff. Garage is big. It's even feed my van.